and others to where we make sure we get our state back. I sat down Thursday with the governor, and it was funny because he was giving all the smoke and mirrors, and I'm listening to him. Yep. And he says, "Anybody have any questions?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we got questions." So anyway, a couple of guys from up by Chicago were loving what's going on because all of our tax dollars go to Chicago. But it got around to Bobby Schilling, and he gave this old look. And I said, "Well, you know, the things that you're talking about, Governor, are all fine and dandy." And I said, "But with all due respect, sir," that's the line I love to use now. You know, what about this debt that we have on the pension liability? Well, we don't really have a problem there, he tried to tell me. I said, "Well, you know, I've been reading." Noreen was talking about we're going to finance $8.6 billion, is it? The credit rating for Illinois is really bad right now. We have a 25% default rate, which when you have a bad default rate, it means that usually you're going to pay a little bit more interest in it. But this is the greatest state in the country. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit back and watch a bunch of people who have no clue as to what they're doing destroy the land that my mom and dad raised me and my little brothers in. Amen? Enough with the negative stuff. But this is a real fight. We have to continue to be engaged. You know, some of the things that I've learned have been awesome. You know, I got to go to Gitmo, and I got to see how awfully these detainees are being treated. You guys would not believe it. I mean, it was horrendous. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on vacation there in a couple of weeks. These folks, to give you an idea of how well they're treated, of course, it's air conditioned. They have a soccer field. They have a library with over 15,000 books. They get internet privileges. They get to bring friends in. They've got it made. Some of them don't want to leave. You know, so one of the things we're fighting on right now is 2 weeks ago, President Obama did what we call an executive order, usurping the United States Congress again. We put a bill forward that will make sure that the Gitmo detainees, you know, the thing we got to remember about these detainees, they're not the corner gas station robbers. These are the worst of the worst. But they're kind of trying to set it up to where they can bring those people here and give them constitutional rights. And we're not going to allow that to happen. So that's the one thing. We're all for opening up Thompson Prison, but not with Gitmo. You know, isn't it bad that the only way you can create jobs in Illinois is by bringing terrorists in to open the prison up? You know, that's a sad day, but we are definitely interested in opening that prison up. But, you know, on the lighter note, you know, one of the things I forgot to do is have my wife wave to you all because, you know, I definitely married up. I think everybody needs to know that. And the mother of my 10 children that puts up with me, you know, there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into this job. But Christy, can you just kind of wave to everybody? And my son and my daughter-in-law, Terry and Katie, who were very instrumental in getting me. You know, America is the greatest country in the land. And it'd be really easy to get depressed on everything that's going on. But, you know, the thing I look at that's really, it just kills me to watch what's happening. And the greatest generation, you know, they went through the Great Depression, they fought a couple wars, and they rose up, they went through all of that, and they got this thing turned around. What I'm saying to each and every one of you tonight is that America, she's calling on us, each and every one of us. And it could be just little things they can do for her, but she needs us. We're just being called upon. We're being called to rise up, just as the greatest generation did back in the day. We're Americans. We get through things. we don't just fold over and let people just annihilate us and turn this into a socialist communist country. We rise up. You know, it's okay for me to make a pizza and sell it and make a couple dollars off of it. You know, we got to continue. We can't let these guys continue to villainize making $1. That's America. That's why people come here. Amen. Then my last message is this. It's called unity. The problems that we have today aren't Democrat and Republican. They're USA. They're United States of America. And what we have to do is on our brothers on the other side, they need to do also, is we need to find where we agree and move this country forward, because we're going to always disagree on some of the things there. But, you know, one of the things I did is I joined the Center Out Caucus, and that's where Democrats and Republicans come in. It's kind of a listening session, you know, and pull out some ideas here and there. But, you know, it's time that we work for our country and really get this thing turned around. We can do this. People are counting on us to do this, to turn this thing around. And if we get people like Bill in, and we got Noreen in, you know, people that are really looking out for the best interest of this country, it's just a matter of time. We'll get it flipped around. But anyway, I really feel humbled and honored to be a servant truly to the people of this 17th district. And you know, it's so nice to go in there and just look at that dome and think, how did I get here? But it is truly an honor, and I hope to make you proud. You know, and if anybody has any ideas for me, please feel free. And I get my emails. You know, when you send letters to the house address, I get those. We read through all that stuff. But I'm here to take the voice of the people of the 17th. It's not Bobby Schilling's district. It's your district. God bless you. God bless America. Let's move this thing forward. Amen.
On behalf of the Mercer County Republicans, we have a little presentation for you here. This is to keep you warm on those long, cold nights in Washington, D.C. Just to let you know that the Mercer County Republicans, we've got you covered. And for those hard-working long nights, when you're getting your hands dirty, Bob Vickery thought you needed another pair of gloves. Well, we come to the end of a very enjoyable evening. It's been my pleasure to stand up here in front of all of you and introduce very great people, from school board candidates, the city election, the Senate, the state representatives, the Congressman. Without all of you out there standing up and talking to people, calling your friends, and doing things like this, we wouldn't have these people in these positions. We're coming up on a time where we absolutely cannot let our guard down. In fact, we need to fight, and we need to fight harder than we have at any time. Phone calls, letters, anything, any kind of communication that you can get out to your friends and relatives is what we need. I'll guarantee you, in 2012, the Democrats are going to throw a lot of money into that election. They can throw their money around. Let's make sure all of us Republicans get out and get talking to people and get everybody as fired up as the people that are in this room. We have to move forward. I've seen a lot of things happen over the last year and a half, and it's been very exciting. I hope it continues. This Lincoln Day, in its 90th year, had two chairmen. And I'll tell you right now, Barb Childs left me in the dust. I want to thank you, Barb. If you ever want to meet somebody that's got a fire in their belly, go back and shake Barb's hand. You'll probably get your hand burned. She is on fire. Take a little bit of what she has and take it home with you. Make those phone calls. Keep talking. Stay engaged. I want to thank Chief Terry Dove and his officer Steve Bonney. I want to thank the VFW. They did a great job. I want to thank our guests that are here tonight. And I want to thank all of you. On behalf of the Mercer County Republicans, God bless and have an excellent night.